Whoa. The bird followed by the low voice is insane.
Before we let loose our inner odd, we wanted to let you know that we were able to edit and film this reaction thanks to the support we get from our Patreon. Since we are unable to monetize any of our React videos uploaded to this channel, it is our Patreon that provides us the funding to continue making our channel bigger and better. We have a lot of interesting and exclusive content uploaded to our Patreon, which includes uncut reactions to this song, reactions to Japanese releases, live stages, games, and more. Alright, without further ado, let's react to Maniac. Alright, you are now reacting to Stray Kids' 2022 comeback Maniac off of their Ordinary mini album, which is a play on words for ordinary.
Nice.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was like, audio?
So it's not ordinary. Is that Spider-Man? Or is odd they're ordinary? Oops.
Let me continue the script. When explaining the meaning behind the title Ordinary, Stray Kids leader Bang Chan stated that we want to bring the message that everyone has their own special odd inside of them. The lyrics of Maniac talk about how we often hide our true selves from the world, cosplaying as what society considers normal, holy shit, but how over time, like dormant volcano,
That was so weird.
our true selves will come exploding out. The member Han also added, "We made this out of hopes that people will start to show themselves to others to their heart's content." The song is composed by 3 Stray Kids members, also known as 3 Ratcha, named Bang Chan, Han, Bang Chan, Han, and Jungmin.
That's his name?
I just combined all of them.
That's interesting.
And versatile.
I don't think I've heard that Korean name before. Yeah. Neither have I.
Chan?
No, fuck.
Oh.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm listening to Lebanese music. Damn, that was an arcane effect just now.
Whoa. Like fully sidechain.
That's lit. Unison.
Hey.
I love that synth sound.
Oh, that's interesting. That synth is really behind the beat.
That was a good usage of the low voice doubling.
Choreo on point.
All they did was just add in a bass and everything changed.
Never ready for how low that guy's voice is. It's crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
The heat has been turned up.
Hello, Frigid Dominant.
Oh,
Like that whole.
Swinging.
That's so
That's
cool,
a
right?
really fat synth line.
I like the swing.
it's like even the grace note is changing the rhythm a little bit.
Huh. I love that bass that just dropped down.
Dang, these I never talk about video effects, but these video effects are so sick. Yeah.
Ooh, they're like kind of singing, kind of rapping.
Yeah.
The bird. Whoa. The bird followed by the low voice is insane.
It's really using a lot of extremes. High timbre, low timbre. Yeah. Light and deep.
That's a pretty cool synth too.
I like the really dry, warm claps.
Ooh, we got that. Oh, we got a nice like sus and 7 in there.
Oh, the panning on that. Oh, that's good. That harmony was nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Are those flying pizzas? Wait, what?
I like the layering, like they brought in a little bit more.
Yeah. No, the fucking power drum. What are you looking at? Oh.
Damn, they're gonna kill the bird with that thing.
What? I don't think that's the message, Leo.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
That
Super
went
sick.
so hard.
That was really hard.
It just goes hard. I don't know what else to say.
That was interesting because that's like, I think that's I've never heard a melody like that before. I don't think.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, there was just kind of
It was like
the
a
way
counter
it,
melody, though.
the way it
That's what was
like
sick.
moved around. It, like it was at a really wide range, and like the feel was super cool, and like the synth tone itself was super cool. Yeah,
Right?
what,
It's
like I
sick.
can't even like quantify in my head of like what it.
I kept hearing, once you said the synth was like behind the beat, I was listening for it a lot. Because it makes you viscerally want to like move forward. It's like reverse psychology.
The cool thing that they do with the rhythm, like between the verses and the chorus, is that most of the verse stuff is swung, and then they go to straight eighths in the chorus. I don't know, it's kind of tying into that theme. It's almost like more authentic when it goes to straight eighths, if that makes any sense. Like it's straighter, more direct. I don't know. I might be reading a little bit too much into it, but
a loose
screw. I think that's a cool use of rhythmic kind of variation.
Because I was gonna ask how you thought the musical sounds and rhythms may have related to the concept of like revealing your inside maniac and like revealing your true self while also trying to hide it.
I think it's longing though, like this when the synth is like cuts in and out at the beginning, I think it forces your brain to be like parts are missing.
Yeah, the side chain, so when it was like coming in and out.
Yeah, I guess it is. It was like hindering the sound.
Oh, and it's just like your
Which
inside
it's like
coming,
if
like
you're
wanting
like
to peek
hindering
out.
yourself, you know?
And the feel's super nice.
Oh, yeah.
I like the swing a lot.
I think that's kind of like, it's kind of straight. Let's go. Dude, but then here, get it.
Yeah, so it's the beat
Yeah,
drop.
it
The
changes,
verses
I
are always swung. I love how it's like jumping octaves too.
No. No.
5 minutes later.
Is it, wait, what's the first note?
It's a A flat.
Oh, it's just the octave?
Yeah.
11 minutes later.
Oh. Yeah, it jumps
So-
another octave.
No.
Yeah. Bah. Oh no, it only goes to the A flat the first time.
Oh,
Yeah. That's so hip, man.
Yeah, that's so killing.
It's like really sick.
No.
Much later.
It's lit.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
3:28 a.m.
I wonder what are like the chords in that section too. Oh yeah, well that's killing. Oh, and then that's like the major 7.
Yeah. That's why it works so well. I love that it goes to the C sharp.
Oh, bow down. Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause and the chord is B.
Right.
The chord is this, you know, and then it goes. Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the lowlands.
I think the last chorus could have gone a little more. Just did something even more with it. It felt like by the very end they didn't stick the landing quite, but I still think the song is very, very good.
I didn't expect more because the build up to the last chorus wasn't hinting at something more.
Right, that's true.
So for me, it was satisfying because it didn't go like, you know?
Maybe I was thinking like in Backdoor, you know, they have the part of the da 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 da, just
Yeah,
something.
they actually have a new material.
A new perspective,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I think if the bridge didn't repeat the Maniac in halftime,
So good.
yeah, if they didn't repeat that, I think the last chorus would have felt better. But I think they used that in the bridge, and so that's why I just wish they could have changed it up a bit. Yeah.
I expected a bigger like chorus, but I think it was nice just having like, there was a lot of rap in this. When you go to the second verse, they added more rhythmic variety there, and I think a lot of this song was like playing with rhythm and just, you know.
I mean, they're changing up their form because usually they have the rappers in the verses singing in the pre-chorus. They flipped that for this.
Like, it kind of plays with my mind because it's like, this is, like, I was expecting more like Maniac and more like mayhem and like more craziness to it, but then it was very subtle for some reason.
I get that.
And
I get that,
it was
yeah.
very clean,
For
and
the
I was
concept
like,
they chose.
yeah, I was like, maybe like, you know, they're going for like the American Psycho thing where like the dude like looks like normal, but then like in reality he's like really messed up.
Well, maybe in, like the term maniac isn't supposed to mean like psychopathic. Maybe it's just more like we're all a little nutty. Like,
You got it, Jason.
yeah, rather than like anything super intense. I didn't pay attention to the words as much, but there was one word I liked. It said, "Relax, everyone, stop pretending to be normal." That's a cool one because it's like everybody's so high strung about like fitting into the social norms of things. There's a very intense and kind of snooty sense of like you have to be a certain way, you know. And one of my favorite things is when an artist or anybody in any profession can say, "Oh, you said not to do this and this and this. Okay, well, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make it better than what you're doing because it's my own thing," which I love that.
I really like their synth.
Ooh. The drop or which synth?
Just every kind of synth.
Oh, the entire synth.
The entire
all of
synth.
the synth.
All of the synth. Like the bass synth, the lead, like everything, all the sounds are well designed.
I just think it's really creative how they use different like tactile sounds. Not necessarily even like MIDI or like digital sounds, but just like sounds of objects to create their drop. And I feel as though in a lot of Stray Kids songs, they get a lot of their kinetic energy from their beat drops or from their hype, so to speak. I feel as though they've showcased the ability to create those drops in a lot of different ways. The one that I enjoy the most is the backdoor drop. In this one, it's really interesting because it was introduced by a bird and then a drill, and then the rhythm was very much like up and down for the chorus. Along with, I noticed that the vocals in the back were really harping on the major third as opposed to the minor third throughout the verses. So there's just so many different ways that they differentiate the verse and the chorus, and I feel as though that they separate it so rigidly with that tactile object sound, and that's just super creative because you don't really hear a lot of that. When you listen to some songs, a lot of producers want to create a thread, so that way it's kind of like, oh, we want to keep building up energy and build up energy, build up energy, build up energy. So that way when you get to the chorus, it feels like one big roller coaster, as opposed to this song where there's just a separation of sound and then there's all the energy. It's a risk that reaps such good benefits in this song.
So I think my favorite part about this is Stray Kids are always very smart with selecting how to bring back specific motifs or develop on them. And so in the pre-chorus? Pre-chorus? I don't know what this is.
Was it flat? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was Phrygian, right? And then
With
there
the
was like
occasional
some
raised
major.
3. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Cool.
That shit very cool. It's like in every single K-pop song.
Yeah, I've been
Really?
noticing that,
Phrygian is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Because it has that darkness, and then once you add that major 3, you can add so many colors in.
Mm-hmm. No, it makes a lot of sense.
We played with the sound. It might be a Chennai, or it might be some sort of synth instrument in the pre-chorus, enough so that it sounds kind of like a synth, kind of like a traditional instrument, and it's very muted. And then it, like 30 seconds pass, and then we bring in a vocal melody that rests on the major 3 while the instrumental plays the flat 2. So we know that it's still Phrygian dominant.
It's altogether, it's more subtle.
Yes. Can we also talk about the harmonic shift into the bridge?
Maniac.
This is the same key.
Where did it go? It went to the same key, but there's some
It goes to
interesting
like an
colors
E, I
in
think,
there.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
and then A flat like major.
I love that like little maniac and just like this guy at the bottom of his voice. Maniac. That's nuts.
Maniac.
Yeah.
Maniac. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A flat.
Wait, what?
Can you do it?
Maniac. I tried. I don't got the breath support. I don't know if it like fully commits to that though. Like it kind of sounded like the 6 was in there, but it's still resolved to A flat minor. It was just like with the add 6. Hold on. It's just so soft and subtle. Yeah, that I have no idea where it goes. Felt like was it this? No. I have no idea what happens. I can't hear it. Why can't I figure this out?
Yeah, that's what it is. Because you have panned in the left ear, which would ascend because the bass is an E, and there's the panned G sharps in the left ear, and there's a B in there, which would just be that. But I'm hearing an F sharp somewhere.
What kind of vibe or color or emotion does having that kind of harmony add to that one spot? Like, why did that one?
Oh yeah, it like it's perfect for anything. If you have like, because they did it too, they did like a, and they could have just went, but they went, and they had just this. I don't know if that's what it is, but just having like that kind of different bass note that's not in the triad, there becomes a tension of like, there's dissonance because if it's not in the triad, then it's obviously like a note that has, which isn't regular to the ear. Like it's kind of like dissonant. But if it's in the bass, there's like this lengthening of the tension so that it's easier for you to hear, and it becomes more of like the tension becomes like this, it wraps around the chord.
Kind of like on Cloud 9 or something.
Yeah, the note hits when the bird flies away, and as time goes by, it's
like
eventually
very,
revealed.
like, yeah.
Epiphany moment.
Where does it go after that? Or like so close. It's so close here. Oh my god. That
shit.
is awesome.
Good shit.
What?
Why is it awesome, Liam?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like kind of drifting into that major, like the major 3 and major 6 world, like that color, which is super different from that kind of stable thing that we've had for the whole song. So it does kind of like feel like you're suspended in a different world, and you get that from the music video as well. And then they just kind of subtly bring you back into that towards the end, and then they go pop.
Yeah!
Dude, that was awesome.
It was so cool to have like a very, very like proper classical version of the songs. It just felt really, really cool.
So what about the follow-up album, Extraordinary? Hey, number 6 on trending, cool.